Join us under the same sky, where we are all one.
Yep, it's gonna be a long one. Echo is such a beautiful show that it makes my brain hurt. I don't know if it's good, I don't know if it's bad, but I know I feel. Got a lot of emotion out of me. It's very unapologetically self-righteous about how important the show takes itself. And, you know, on one hand, it's very commendable because I love Cirque with all my heart and soul and they can do no wrong. But on the other hand, the atmosphere of Echo is unmatched by any current touring show. They really set a mood as far as putting you in a state of mind of kind of a submissiveness to be able to inject their story directly into your soul. And that is impressive. Basically, Future, the main character, and her dog, Aowa, are out playing and they stumble across the ominous cube. Out of curiosity, because she's just a young, naive girl, she can't help but walk up to the cube and touch it. And the second she touches it, this whole new portal opens up and creatures just come out. They're like these animal-human hybrid people all dressed in white from head to toe, and they surround the stage and invite Future and Aowa into the world of Echo. So a lot of the acts are exactly what you come to expect from a big top Cirque show. They are over the top, they are big, they are loud, they are proud. Let's talk about my top three. Throughout the show, we've seen this creature pop up through the stage from time to time. Towards the end, we finally get to meet him. And he's like this really weird, scaly, kind of armadillo-y looking, possible desert-dwelling creature. Comes out and he gives a contortion performance that will literally hurt your soul. You get to feel every movement he makes, and in the sound design and his performance, I love this act beyond words.
This animal is a pangolin.
Let's talk about my second favorite act, the bungee straps act. And everybody knows I'm not a huge fan of straps, but for some reason this really works for me. I'm not sure if it's just because the performer is so good at what he does, or it's just firing on all cylinders as far as the lighting and the sound and the music and his performance goes. But it's the second acrobatic act in the show, and it really is a show-stopping moment for me because it is so beautiful, and the tricks and the combinations that he's up there pulling are just things you've never seen. I mean, he goes so high and he goes so far. And my favorite act of Echo has to be Ban Keen Human Cradle Act. Quite possibly one of the most joyful, beautiful explosions of love and energy and dancing. The moments of pure oh shit in this act are nonstop. The way that these people are performing is so impressive. And let me tell you, when they make the act, because they are out there dancing and they are living their best lives. So those are my top three acts. Echo truly succeeds in its staging, lighting, its use of sound design, props. The cube can be utilized in so many ways. It comes forward and it turns, and it has a lot of tricks up its sleeve, let's just say that. So the real big emotional peak for me is when we meet the big red trash man. It's truly one of the most beautiful, unique experiences I've ever had in a big top show. It really touches me to my core. And basically what happens is a part where the two clowns run into the cube and they start running in circles and they create this really big, tall entity, and then all of a sudden, the wall comes down and this big creature kind of comes out, peeks his head around, he stands up. They have this very intimate moment. It does one of the most important things that I love about Cirque, and that's the unexpected. And this moment was very unexpected for me. I didn't expect to be touched by the trash man. I mean, when he made eye contact with me, I was hurting. So let's talk about one of the most taboo parts of any Cirque show, and that's the clown act. Well, I think Cirque may have finally cracked the code. They may be onto something, because now when these clowns appear, people don't cringe. Now they applaud and they cheer and they are along for the ride. And that is impressive, because these clowns truly are what drive the story. I know it's future story, but if it wasn't for these clowns and what they've achieved, there would be no real actual arc. Kind of got the taller, sillier guy and the shorter, like, straight man. And these guys couldn't be better. There's a part where they're going up the ladder and the dude's playing with them, and I just love it. The crowd seems to love it too. To me, it's what makes the show, and damn right, Cirque, to hire those people and to put that act in the show, because it's no longer clowning. I want to say it's more like comedy, but at the essence, there's a lot of mime, there's a lot of slapstick, so it's what Cirque does. So the biggest cons of the show for me comes down to the music, the singing, some of the costume designs, some of the makeup design. The first half of the show is a lot more powerful than the second. Just because you add more doesn't make it better kind of thing, with the hair hanging, the aerial pulls, the triple teeterboard. I mean, it's just too much. One of the biggest draws for me as a Cirque fan always has been and always will be the music. I'm just gonna pull a quote real quick from someone I heard, because there's no other way to put it. Echo's music is very in one ear and out the other, and I've seen the show 3 times now and nothing really sticks. There's a couple gems here and there, but other than that, the music does not resonate with me, and that is a total bummer letdown. Now, this music isn't bad. I'm gonna say a lot of people are really gonna like it. It just doesn't do anything for me. There's 6 singers, and one is just singing higher than the next, and it's beautiful, and it's so self-important, and it's so emotional. What they were going for, they nailed. It's unapologetically contemporary circus, and I love that about it. Now, contemporary circus for me versus what Cirque du Soleil does, I believe the whole point of the costumes and the makeup in this show were to be kind of basic and to be very, like, friendly to the earth or something. And, you know, once again, it's just another miss for me personally. The one thing they did right was the dog costume. He's the only person that should be with the whole cloud motif. I mean, the future cloud motif, I don't like it. I get maybe they come from the same world and it's the cloud world, so they're like the cloud people, but it doesn't work on her. It looks ridiculous on her. On him, it looks amazing. Aowa. At the end of the day, Echo truly is a beautiful show that represents the new Cirque. As long as you're not comparing Echo to any other Cirque show and you just go in at face value and watch the show for what it is, I know you're gonna have a good time and you're gonna love it. Maybe the music does touch you. The simplicity of the makeup and costumes really does move you and you get it. Maybe there is a story there that I'm not seeing that you attach to immediately, and it moves you to your core. So not only do I encourage you, but I challenge you to go out and see this show. If it's anywhere near you, please do not rob yourself of this experience. I give Echo a B-, and the only reason why is because it's still got a little way to go.